Gentlemen, start your engine.
Kart racing is regarded as the fastest race series on Earth. And again, Castrol, Toyota and AAR team up for the 1997 PPG Kart World Series. The PPG Kart Series visits a wide range of tracks in its annual schedule, which now includes races in Canada, Australia and Brazil. For 1997, 2 new tracks have been added to the calendar in the shape of the banked oval tracks at St. Louis and Fontana. One of the great attractions of the kart series is the variety it offers. A mix of oval racing, closed street circuits and road tracks which are more akin to the circuits seen in Formula One. Although the cars look similar to their F1 counterparts, they differ in many ways. The cars are powered by a 2,650cc turbocharged V8 engine that produces in the region of 800 brake horsepower. All engines have a power limiting valve fitted by the organizers. They use slick tires, now outlawed for F1, which give them the grip to corner at high speeds. The use of aerodynamic wings, front and rear, produce the massive amounts of downforce required to keep the cars stable at the high-speed banked ovals. Bodywork is constructed from the light yet incredibly strong carbon fiber, which can also withstand the immense heat given off by the engine. The panels are bolted directly to the chassis, which is painted to look like the rest of the car. As with Formula One, the cars have to qualify for each race. The major difference is that qualifying in the kart series can be spread over 2 days, not just the 12 laps associated with Formula One. The other major difference is the dramatic rolling start. And somebody who should know what it takes to run a championship-winning team is All-American Racers team boss Dan Gurney. Gurney, himself an ex-racer with a career spanning 15 years, achieved championship wins in Formula One, Indycars, NASCAR and sports cars. Gurney retired from driving in 1970 and is now considered one of the all-time great motorsport heroes. He's also a founder of CART, Championship Auto Racing Teams, the organization behind the series. His drivers for this year are P.J. Jones, son of the 1963 Indy 500 winner Parnelli Jones. Jones started midway through the 1996 series, so this will be his first full kart season. Jones' teammate is Juan Manuel Fangio II, nephew of the great 3-times F1 champion Juan Fangio. He's played a major role in the development of AAR. Both drivers have worked with Gurney for many years and are looking for a good season.
I think it will take time to win races, but definitely our expectation is to finish on the point as many times we can.
Last year I think it was top 10. We achieved it in our first road course race. I hope we're that fortunate. This year I think to be more consistently in the top 10, maybe squeak in a top 5. I hope it rains every single road course race we have. I like the rain, so it helps us.
In an effort to give the team the edge over its already established rivals, Dan Gurney's Californian-based team has further strengthened its lineup for the 1997 kart PPG series by adding more staff.
I think every change that was made was positive. Gerald Tyler, my new engineer, Bernie Marcus, Juan's new engineer, they work very closely together. Juan and I work very closely together. I'm happy for it. I think that it was the best change we ever made.
Both drivers are backed by a team of highly skilled race technicians and engineers who prepare and fine-tune the cars, checking all the data received from the onboard computers to ensure reliability and success on the track. It's all about teamwork, as chief designer Matt Cranor explains.
Turning out a good race car is all about working with people and performing like a team. You can have the best design on paper, and that will only get you on paper. The thing has to become reality, and I think AAR is a unique place where it's just an awesome environment, you know, working with all the people and the creative ideas that, you know, flow out of the guys and gals working on the project. Between he and I, there's a real sort of a paternalistic side to our relationship, you know, almost like father-son in a way. And I'm not being nice just because he's standing right there and he can hear me. Dan is a fine man.
Even the great man himself relies on the expertise provided by Toyota. The 97 spec Toyota engines are designed and built at TRD in California, where all work regarding the engine and chassis development is carried out.
Of course, I think everybody knows that this year we came into this season in 97 with a new V8 motor versus what we raced last year. We've been developing that motor during the course of the season. It's finally developing a fair amount of reliability. As we develop the reliability, we're also dialing up the rev limits for each event. And in fact, last weekend in Vancouver, we were running 14,500 as a red line. It was our first time. And we've actually scored points in 7 out of the last 8 races, so we're getting there.
The other major player within the team is lubricant specialist Castrol.
Well, we're working closely with Castrol in many areas. Specifically, all of our lubes at TRD, Toyota Racing Development, are all provided by Castrol. And all the motors that are on the dyno, both here in the United States and California, as well as in Japan, all run Castrol oil.
Castrol was involved a long time ago, from before the first time one of the Indycars ran on the track. I mean, we had involvement providing products to them for testing to make sure that the products that they're using give them the best performance.
The lubricants that are used by the team work in unbelievably arduous conditions and are continuously developed to keep ahead of the demands of racing.
Well, we're always involved in making sure that the oils that we provide are going to give them the best performance as well as durability. But we're also working to optimize the performance by going with either lower viscosities or different additive systems. So we oftentimes provide a different product and have them dyno test it in our facility in California.
Castrol products are required not just to maintain the efficiency of the engine, but are essential in several other key areas, in particular the wheel bearings, braking and hydraulic systems.
Well, Castrol as a lubricant specialist has got a lot of different roles with chassis development. The one thing that is sometimes overlooked are the fact that these cars use hydraulic shock absorbers. We provide specially formulated hydraulic shock oils to give them the best performance again, to give them consistent performance throughout a race, where the oil does not change its properties and it gives the best performance and consistently throughout the race from the start to the finish.
It's this close working relationship with racing teams that has led to the strong partnership between Castrol and Toyota.
Castrol is a great teammate. They are with us every step of the way, trying to solve our problems, trying to give us an advantage over our competitors. Anytime they are constantly striving to improve their product, and you know, they've been really good for us, and we're really proud to be associated with them.
The Castrol-backed AAR team gained a major boost at Detroit, with Fangio coming home 10th and Jones not far behind in 14th place.
And there is Juan Fangio II driving for Dan Gurney with Toyota power. Look at his progress. From 22nd, he is up to 12th. And keep in mind that a week ago on the Milwaukee Mile, Fangio was 8th quickest in the morning warm-up before mechanical problems felled him in the race. So that program is coming on.
In the following races, including the Michigan 500, Road America race and Vancouver, the team scored another 4 more top 15 finishes, proving that Castrol and Toyota were making significant progress in this very challenging race series. But it was the Italian and former Castrol-backed Formula One driver Alex Zanardi that won the series, driving for the Target Ganassi team.
If I've learned anything this year in '97, it is that the series is even tougher and more difficult to compete in. A very high level of competition. My goal next year is to start having cars finish in the top 5. Ideally, I like to have cars qualifying in the top 5. If we feel we can break into that top 5, then we feel we've got a pretty decent chance of winning a race.
AAR, Castrol and Toyota have no doubt made significant gains this season. Over the winter period, more improvements will be made, but will it be enough to catch the opposition? Only time will tell.